In this video, we're going to take a look at the Singularities that was just launched by Momentum Finance. This has been out for 24 hours and about $372,000 is already locked up in their Singularities. If you're wondering what in the world is this, how do you participate? Well, stay tuned because we're going to go into all of those details. We're going to start off with the actual announcement that came yesterday. Around this time yesterday, they basically said that it was live, and the Singularities are essentially allowing people who lock up their mass tokens in the Singularities to have access to the Treasury's investments revenue. So as we know right now, they do have a validator node for Ethereum. They also have an AVAX validator node, and they do also plan on adding future validator nodes for those treasury investments. And then the Singularities are essentially allowing people like you, like me, basically investors who want to get a portion of the treasury's revenue. They want to have access to a portion of those funds. Well, you can do that now with the Singularities by locking up your mass tokens for a minimum of 30 days, and then you have access to those treasuries investments revenue. So we also have trading bots that they've gone ahead and invested 75,000 into those trading bots. These are a bit different than just your traditional one. So they are going to monitor that. And if they do see those bots doing well, they may invest even more money into these trading bots. And also we have the Paraguay mining operation. That's not up and running just yet, but in the near future, they're going to be mining Bitcoin. They're going to be mining Cadena. So all of those are also going to be rewarded to people who are staked in Singularities. So if we take a look at this example here, they're assuming that $250,000 in investments, and that amount is earning a net profit of 15% per month. That's basically going to generate $37,500 to Singularities. Now, these numbers are obviously just an example, so it's not going to be that. It could be more or it could be less. Now, if you have 500 mass staked into the Singularities and the total pool of mass staked in Singularities is 10,000, well, your share size would be 5%, which essentially means that you are entitled to 5% of the total revenue that's been generated and been given to the Singularities. Or in this case, you would be getting 5% of 37.5K, which is around 1875. So this is where it gets interesting because this is literally us locking tokens in for 30 days, and then you get access to this. You also have access to the BUSD dividends. Even if you lock your mass into the Singularities, the BUSD dividends that are generated by the trading volume, you're still going to have access to that. So you kind of have the benefit of both worlds here, the BUSD dividends by the trading volume, as well as the treasury's revenue or the treasury investment revenue with the Singularities. Now, if we take a look at why this is so special, I don't think it's been done anywhere else. We can take a look at this as a revenue sharing model with your actual tokens. Now, I'm sure you guys are familiar with these NFTs that you purchase. Then they go ahead and buy validator nodes. They invest it in a bunch of things, and then people get a certain amount of money back depending on the NFT they have. So that's a very cool model, but here, if you want to get out of that NFT project, what you're gonna have to do is actually go and sell that NFT into a secondary market, whether it's OpenSea, NFT Trade, or whatever the case may be. You're gonna have to wait for someone to buy that NFT off of you, and it's not a liquid asset. Now here with Momentum, it's completely different because you're locking up the mass token for 30 days. And after 30 days, if you didn't like your experience or if you just want to get out and you want the money, you can go ahead and sell the mass token because there is a liquidity pool. And that's the whole point of having a token, because the liquidity pool is there. And of course, there's money to transfer or swap that token for. Now, of course, you kind of have to monitor the liquidity pool and make sure there is enough liquidity for that to happen. But so far, so good. The LP does look relatively healthy. Now, if you're wondering how to get involved with Singularities, as you can see, I've already went ahead and done 2 of these. So I put 200 mass tokens and then another one of 100 mass tokens. So the way to do this is you come on to the singularities, and here you can actually buy into the singularities or bond into the singularities with BUSD. So if you had BUSD in your wallet, you can go ahead and do that. And essentially you're going to be getting a 20% more mass. They did have a bit of an error yesterday. They had it at 25, but it's actually at 20%. And it's also going to avoid you having that 15% buy tax. So if you do decide to go with BUSD, what's going to happen is that that's going to be converted into mass already, and you are going to be entitled to get your BUSD dividends as well as the proportion of your Singularity rewards. Now, if you are like me and you already have your mass tokens in your wallet, what you can do is you click the 30-day Singularity mass lockup. You put whichever amount you want to do in here. You have to approve it, and then you have to confirm it as well. Now, what that's going to do, it's going to do exactly what you see down here. As you see, yesterday I locked up 100 tokens right here and 200 tokens there, and it's going to be unlocked on January 11th. Now, if you're wondering how often are you going to be able to claim your rewards, they have said right now it's going to be once a month because the validator nodes are actually providing rewards once a month. The trading bots, it may be a bit more frequent, but for now, they're going to start with a 1-month claim. I'm excited to see how much money I'm going to be able to generate from this, but as you guys can see, I have a total of 300 mass tokens into Singularities. That represents 0.13% of the total share that's locked up into Singularities. And the total share also takes into account the Binance Smart Chain value as well as what's on the Avalanche chain. So it's a combination of those two. That's my share, which basically means if we take a calculator here and we do some quick math to try and understand how much money could I potentially make with this, I have 0.13%. So if we divide that by 100, and let's say the Singularities or the Treasury's investments are making $50,000. Again, this is just an arbitrary number. If I do that times 50,000, that is obviously not right. So let me do that again. 0.13 divided by 100, that times 5 or $50,000. That would basically mean that I'm making $65 per month. Now, obviously, it is going to fluctuate month to month. It's never going to be the same because either more people are going to be in the Singularities, or maybe after a month, people are going to unlock their tokens and take out and cash it out. So these amounts are obviously going to fluctuate. And it also all depends on how much money these treasury investments are yielding on a monthly basis. So that in a nutshell is the new aspect of momentum finance. These are the Singularities. It's available on Binance Smart Chain. It's also available on AVAX. And if you are looking to bond with BUSD, you can do it like this. This is also going to be helping the LP, as 75% of bonds are going into the LP and 25% are going into the Treasury for future investments. So that is obviously great. And something else that they've done is the traditional bond for the 14-day was initially giving you a 25% mass bonus. That's been reduced to 20% to prioritize the health of the protocol, and it is going to continue to decrease every single week, and eventually this 14-day bond is going to disappear, and it's only going to be the 7-day bond option available, and they may bring back this 14-day bond from time to time. So just be aware of that. That's obviously a good thing for the protocol, because right now they're essentially minting more tokens than what they had accounted for. So a very good thing on their behalf. But the whole point of this video was to share with you guys the Singularities. So if you have any questions, definitely let me know. If we just toggle over to Avalanche here to see how much money is in there. So we have 375,000 there. And if we switch that, there's 15,000. So there is about $390,000 between the two chains that are locked up for 30 days into the Singularities. So with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comment section below. Join their Discord, join my Discord, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.